Hello and welcome to Client Meeting. In this video, we are going to discuss about events. Events, when used with methods, could prove to be a very powerful tool for you to have complete control over your meetings. You can add listeners to certain events within your meetings, and when that particular event occurs, then the listener is called, and within the listener, you can add your business logic. So effectively, your business logic will get triggered whenever that event happens in one of your meetings. There are two ways in which you can add events to your meeting. The first is the on method and the second is the once method. Both of these take event name and listener as parameters. Only difference between these is once is triggered only the first time your event emits. So this listener will be called only once, but the events that you are attaching with on method, those will fire this listener every time this event is emitted. And finally, we have the off method, using which you can detach a listener from listening to a particular event. Let's see a quick example of how multiple events can be added to the same meeting and how it would work. To demonstrate this, we are going to use the same file that we have been working on until now for properties and method. So let's copy over this piece of code from this code snippet and paste it in the file that we have been using. So after meeting start, we paste event related code. All right, to give you an overview of what is happening here. So first of all, we are adding a meeting joined event to this meeting object as soon as a meeting is initialized. Once this event is added and as soon as this participant enters the meeting, meeting joined listener will be called back. This is a function which in turn calls the role changed event and adds it to the meeting object. Role changed is only fired if the participant's role is upgraded to that of a moderator's. So since we are passing a JWT for this participant is a host, and role change event will get fired. And as soon as that happens, we are enabling the lobby. Now this room gets lobby enabled, and we are adding a third event, which is whenever someone, it could be anyone, not this participant, whenever someone knocks on this room, they are trying to join this room, this particular function will be called. So in this function, we are checking if a participant's name is whitelisted. If it is, then we are directly going to allow them into the room. If not, then we leave it up to the host to decide whether they want to admit this participant into the room or not. In this particular example, we are passing the entire function as an argument instead of using name function. So you could use both of these syntax and both are okay. So please do not get confused if you see variations of this within the documentation. To see practically how it works, we are going to save this file and we are going to open it in Chrome. So this is the host joining the meeting. If you go to security options, you would find that lobby is enabled right now. And then we will try to add a participant to this meeting. The participant's display name is participant 1. We are now going to add this participant to the same room. Right, let's add this participant and ask to join. As soon as this participant asks to join, you would see that the host gets a notification. Now They can allow this participant or reject, but the host has to manually do this for each one of these requests if the lobby is enabled. Okay, now let's assume the host rejected this participant from entering. What we are going to do next is change this participant's name to Jane Doe, which is an accepted participant, which is a trustworthy participant. So we're going to save this and reload the page. And once we click on join meeting and ask to join, automatically the participant will be allowed to join the meeting. So as you can see, Jane Doe is now allowed and they are in a meeting together. So that's how powerful is events, and when used with methods, you can have complete control, as we said in the beginning of the video. And if you have any questions, please feel free to contact support and we will be happy to assist you.